Where are the days where before you go to the market to make a purchase, you take the time to make an accurate list of the things you need, to avoid missing out on the real deal when it's show time? Do you find yourself always in a haste when it comes to making important decisions that often makes you lose out in one way or the other? Stay with me, and you'll gain the mental tools required to overcome such a bad habit, reaping the benefits of a higher way of thinking.
3, 2, 1.
Greetings, royalty. Welcome to another episode of the SAVE-TEY Life Series of talks designed to set you up for good success. I have been in business for over 15 years, and I have learnt a lot and failed also. SAVE-TEY Ventures is a fresh start. Having failed at being successful, I ask that you embark on this journey towards good success with me. It's important to note that haste leads to waste, and whenever you want to purchase something, you want to first of all find if you can afford that thing or not. Instead of being in a haste to rush into the marketplace without a clear idea of what you want in terms of the cost. If you are in a state of haste to make a purchase, and you don't take your time to do market research about the prices of the thing or things which you desire, even from multiple vendors in the same category or industry, would be wasting your resources. That time take to do such research is what makes up your adequate planning for the goal which you want to achieve. For example, driving to the market with your car would amount to a waste of fuel and even time that should have been spent on another thing to your advantage when you employ haste in your decision-making process. Going into the marketplace unprepared puts you under pressure and makes you to price things down, which brings the efforts of the sellers to a waste, most especially if they are under pressure to sell to. You find yourself in that pressure state as the buyer because you feel that to compensate for your resources wasted, you mustn't go home empty-handed, which often results in you choosing to go for a lower quality product at the price point that you are able to afford, except you have a well-loaded credit card with which to make extra expenses. In Nigeria, what I've just described is usually the case, and if you are the culprit, kindly know that you are the scammer in such a situation, since by your lack of preparedness, you would have given birth to waste for the seller through your haste. Most times haste is shown in a lack of foresight, which leads to inadequate planning towards actualizing a goal. So, if you are tired of scamming others and being scammed in this manner, then you need to learn the art of slowing down. Slowing down requires thinking into the future instead of being stuck in the present. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't be aware of the present, but as shared in the intro of this episode, there was a time when we would see our mothers take their time to write down all the things they need for the house in a paper and counting the cost before never stepping their feet in the marketplace. Refusal to count the cost leads to shame, especially if you find yourself in a situation where due to your unpreparedness, you have to opt for a low-key product or not even achieve your goal, which you started. Parents who showed this level of preparedness were mistresses of combining the present and the future together in order to make accurate decisions before they step into the marketplace. Many of them would even have the contact of the sellers to be aware of the current prices of things, which is deep respect for the service provider, instead of going to the market and dumping your unpreparedness to their losses. No wonder the technology that makes websites a reality was born as through such a means. You can easily check for the things you need ahead of time while keeping in touch with the rising or falling cost of things to make adequate decisions that saves you time and money. It's from this perspective that we offer our website services, as we believe that it should be a tool not just to show off, but to save the time and other resources of your prospects and current customers, aiding them to make real-time decisions to their advantage. SAVE-TEY is such an outcome, isn't it? So, consider designing your website with us today, and we will apply our SAVE-TEY ingenuity into your brand to the advantage of your customers and prospects. They will thank you for your advanced thinking by which you would have delivered them, from making the decision to employing your services hastily to theirs and your disadvantage. As a brand, you have to think in a symbiotic format so that you win, while your customers will win also. A website helps you to never be under the pressure to sell, which will also waste your own resources. So, by providing a means that enables your prospect to make advanced and informed decisions towards your brand and its offerings, then you are on the path of righteousness business-wise. On the other hand, let's say you want to purchase a machinery that will aid your work process, and you decide to use our SAVE-TEY focus services. We will ensure that you are not in a haste and that what you want to save for to achieve is within your savings budget before you commence with the service. We will help you plan adequately to achieve your goal. Hence the need to go through the Clarify process as our means of interacting adequately with you. Clarify has been designed to give you a foretaste of what we have to offer, most especially as an individual desiring to start a new business or an existing business that wants to set its foundations right towards longevity and profitability. Therefore, let it please you to know that by your interaction with our marketing materials, such as these, you are entitled to receiving a Clarify consultation session for the first 1 hour at no monetary cost to you. It's how we help you to not be in a haste towards using any of our services, so that before you spend a dime, we will be on the same page, knowing that the return on investment is going to be massive for you. By this process, we would be setting you up for good success. While we are wrapping up this series, kindly know that a new series titled How to Start Your Business is upcoming, and you wouldn't want to miss it, as it will be a trip to the sun, and we won't be burnt. Kindly finish this series of talks to take advantage of the Clarify consultation session to your advantage. Kindly visit previous episodes via the playlist to learn more about how Clarify works and the reason for all these talks, while visiting our website to learn more about SAVE-TEY Ventures. Links will be in the description. If you are new here, kindly let us know via the comments section, and we will be glad to get in touch with you. I'll see you in the next episode. Royalty.